Hi guys, I'm the Impaired Grappler and welcome to my podcast. Today we have a very special guest from San Francisco. It's the Greek legend, the Greek warrior, Denny Prokopos. How are you, Denny?
Savas, Kalimera, happy Monday to you, my brother.
Kalimera, happy Sunday for you over there.
Thank you. I'm doing great, man. Just super happy to, wake up. It's a chill Sunday today. Today's super chill. Just like my only day off. Like, I just went to church and I'm just chilling.
So
talking to you now.
Yeah, have you found the last few weeks have been a bit, maybe the last week or so has been a little bit more chill than the few weeks before that? So I don't know over there. Over here, the energy levels, I think a few weeks ago, everyone was just in a really negative spiral, negative energy. But the last week has come around.
I was actually watching like all the crazy footage that was surfacing from Australia, where like we were watching people being beaten. And I was like, damn, because I've been to Melbourne twice, and I was like, wow, this really sucks to see, So there, so that really sucked to see for Australia, because like I love Australia. It's such a beautiful place, and the people are such wonderful people, and it was terrible to see how the cops were being so draconian and like, just really abusing the people. It was terrible to see that. But I spent 2 months in Greece where, I was on an island. Everybody was super chill. I came back to San Francisco. It's been pretty chill here, I mean, there's obviously, different things going around, like Australia. America's huge, so different things happen in different parts of the country. But I mean, for me, man, I'm always like, no matter what's going on, I'm always paying attention to like Jiu Jitsu. I mean, like, even if things are really chaotic around me, I'll just like focus on Jiu Jitsu, and things work themselves out usually that way for me, like they do for most people that train.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that is one of the major issues here with regards to gyms closing and no official jiu-jitsu being the gyms aren't open, so no one's doing the jiu-jitsu. I'm sure there's lots of underground jiu-jitsu, but yeah, apart from that,
I didn't know that because like I have some friends. I'm afraid to mention their names now since we're on a podcast. And from what you just said, I guess like the gyms are supposed to be closed. But I'm watching some of my friends' gyms in Australia, and it looks like they're open and they're training.
It depends on, like in Melbourne, it's definitely not. But there's it's sad because like apart from everything else, and like it helps with the mental health and
absolutely.
Yeah, and there has been a couple of cases throughout the community of people taking their lives and that sort of thing. So it's pretty full on having that outlet taken away from you. So it's a bit it's a bit crazy, but like we could go like over there. So it's like it's not as bad as LA, San Francisco.
That sucks to hear that members of the community. I mean, it always sucks to hear when someone takes their lives. I know that there's a huge mental health crisis. I actually do feel like in terms of mental health, things did get worse in San Francisco. I actually think in terms of the world, like when you look at things in general, they haven't gotten better. They've gotten worse. And yeah, that does suck. I mean, the way that I look at it, that's more of a pandemic than, COVID.
Yeah.
To me, yeah, if you look at the numbers, to me, there's more of a mental health crisis than there is a COVID crisis. you know. And actually, like in San Francisco, I mean, if we're talking about this subject, yeah, San Francisco's gotten way worse during the pandemic. I mean, homelessness is worse. You know, I was reading an article the other day that was talking about 5 Walgreens, which are basically the, you know, I don't think you guys have Walgreens in Australia, do you?
No, I think you've got more. It's like the
So
Kmart,
yeah,
Coles Kmart,
it's kind of like
Woolworths.
a few steps down from that, but it's meant to be like a local convenience store for the
Okay.
community, right? Which they also have like what's it called, pharmacies, right? So they're really important. It's
Yeah.
really important to have a pharmacy, you know. There, because there's so much shoplifting going on in San Francisco, they're shutting 5 stores down.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a big fucking deal.
Yeah. Well,
When you're looking at it from a business perspective, when they're telling you, man, homelessness and like stealing, shoplifting has gotten so bad in San Francisco that we're losing so much money from people just coming in and stealing from us that we're just going to close down.
Well, they changed the laws, and a lot of the cops quit, didn't they? Well, actually, I think that was more.
Well,
LA,
here's what's happened. Like, they've defunded the police, right? They're defunding. And another thing, like where I live I live in San Francisco, right? In America. Basically, you can break into a car, and as long as you don't steal more than $1,000, the cops are not going to come after you. So, like,
so it incentivizes criminality.
Yes, and it's a major problem throughout San Francisco. I mean, there have been. It's very common to walk from block to block and to see people's windows smashed. It's very common, you know. And when you think about it, it's fucking crazy because it's really fucking crazy because San Francisco is one of the richest cities in the world.
Yeah,
it makes no sense, but here it is. Like, you know, we have these problems, you know, and they're getting worse. They're not getting better.
And during a pandemic, having more homeless people seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like so,
I mean, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good for the homeless people. I don't think that's good for the city. I don't think it's good for the people. You know, but if you look at how certain issues are attacked, right? How they're prioritized, it's I mean, now I'm like completely getting off the subject of jiu-jitsu, right? But like, you know, it's like the agenda. It's like the agenda of the people in power. What's their agenda? What serves their pockets or the people that have put them in power? You know,
yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but I mean, that's pretty much how shit works everywhere. That's not just in America. That's everywhere.
Yeah, and the more you look into it, the more you're catching up to what they're doing.
I mean, that's how the world works. The world works basically like, you know, whoever's in power, you know, they're basically making moves that benefit them and whoever and the people that have helped them reach and maintain their power. That's human history, but that's, you know, what we're talking about too. You can also say about jiu-jitsu. This applies to jiu-jitsu too, you know, and in the political side of jiu-jitsu, it's very common because, like, you know, like there's politics in life, but there's politics in jiu-jitsu too. This is the same exact thing, you know. It's just applied to another way. That's it.
Well, yeah, it's like everyone's like, well, we got to break down the system because the people in charge are doing bad things, but it's like it's not the system that's the problem. It's the people that are enforcing the system. They're not following the rules. Like if we follow the rules but they don't, then that's like you're screwing things up. And then the people that are then the people want to like have a revolution and get rid of depose the people in charge, but it's like, and replace with what,
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, like right now, like America has this feeling to me like it feels the most lawless it's been. People don't respect the laws. It's a very bizarre fucking thing to see, but I think that's happening more and more, but the reason they're not is because of how they're seeing their politicians act too. It's like, oh, if they can do it, we can do it too.
Yeah, and
so it just makes things worse.
Yeah, it justifies.
It's like it's like a dog eat dog mentality. They're doing it so it's okay,
Yeah,
but